How we doing, man? How are we doing? It's the old guy. By the way, if you notice, it's Damon's deliberate detour is how it started, but it's, Damon, the old guy, guitar player now. Look at what we're playing. Made in Japan. These are great. This is just a basic, it's a, I'm a Charvel fanatic. I've got a couple Jakey Lee models. I've got a couple USA models. I've got a couple Japan, a couple Mexico. These are, I don't know, the Japan made ones, and I know I'm going to get probably some people that are going to, whatever. I think were made really, really well. They were comparable to the, light sucks, huh? Well, then just make it worse, James, because the blind's open. I just feel like they're comparable to the USA because they really were made well. I've owned quite a few in my time, and I won't denounce that they're horrible guitars. I mean, will. Anyway, scratch that. I will say that these are, to me, I'm gonna turn, I would get up and close the blind, but then my dogs won't be able to see everyone walking by and annoy you by barking at them. I mean, go figure. Anyway, great guitar. Obviously right now, not obviously, because you can't see over there. Oh look, Shreddies. Who remembers Shreddies? The gloves you wear when, George Lynch made them kind of popular. Anywho, great guitars. You will probably, more than likely, never see me play out live. But if you do, you'll go, the dude really does play Charvels. Do I play other guitars? Yes. I play Strats. I do play some Fender Strats when I play live. Les Paul's not so much anymore. I don't actually own a Gibson Les Paul. I have an Orville Les Paul, like an 80s. I think it's an 80s. The Randy Rhoads looking one. And then I have a Bernie. Here's why. Every time I've ever owned a Les Paul, I have always, suffered with shoulder pain and backaches. I'm just saying. And I just don't hang on to them because they're too expensive. I just don't like having them out and about. And so what I did was I started getting guitars that if it fell, if it was knocked over, if it got stolen, I didn't care. I played the Whiskey one time and I had my Randy Rhoads. I had a Randy Rhoads number 108 of the Les Pauls that they put out, those limited run. I had one. It was like 108. something like that. I don't have it. I know. Stupid. Speaking of Randy Rhoads, look, there's all his Get Fiddles on my shirt right there. Anyway, I got rid of it because I wouldn't play. I played it one time at the Whiskey, and that was a special show because, so I played it, and the entire time I held it with me. And then when I was done, I put it back in its case and took it home and shoved it back under the bed. So now I play guitars that at least I can afford to replace and don't kill my shoulder. Not that I don't love a Les Paul. I do. I think they're great. I think they've earned their name. So has Fender. I'm not going to complain that the guys that we all leaned on, but I love Charvels. I've tried with Ibanez. I have. And Joe Satriani and Steve Vai and Nili Broff and Nita Strauss and you name it. Anyone that plays Ibanez, they have mastered guitar, and those guitars to me are, what makes them, because they made them. Those guys make them sound good, and I don't know what it is. I think the neck is just too thin, and I don't know. Anyway, so these, I know people would say, what are you talking about? Those necks are thin too. Ibanez seem to be wider to me. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's just a mental block. I don't know. I'm not a specs guy. I can't spit out specs for you. I couldn't spit out anything on this, except I know that the pickup configuration is what I use pretty commonly in all my guitars, which is a JB and a 59. Most of my guitars, if you picked them up, you're gonna go, really, Damon? All of them, JBs and 59, for the most part, because it's what I'm used to. Couldn't tell you why. Just love that tone. It's not like DiMarzio. The ones that Richie Kotzen uses, DiMarzio. And other guys, Petrucci and guys like that. I think some of their pickups are great too. I just, for some unknown reason, fell in love with the JB and the 59 and the Screaming Demon for a while. And, the Dime. I've tried them all. And I guess it's just, what I'm saying is Seymour Duncan is what does it for me. It doesn't mean that if there's a guitar, I do have guitars here that have different pickups. And I couldn't tell you where they're at, which ones they are, but I know I do. Okay? Trust me. I'm not dragging you into the band room, the guitar room, just to show you. I do. I don't think there's any, there's only acoustics out here right now. Anyway. So Charvel. Again, my go-to guitar. I have a number one. It's orange. Used it at most of my shows since 2011, 2012. There's a lot of pictures of it in different shows with me. I haven't retired it. I just don't use this one. I use a bit more. The orange one was Lee Garver made it, and it's a beautiful guitar. It's just an orange version of this right here. Although the bridge, the trem on it is a Gato, and it's all gold hardware. Beautiful guitar. It is amazing. It is amazing. So to me, I love that guitar. It's just, I finally reached a point where I wanted to kind of set it to one side and use this one for a while. I have a white version of this too. So the white version has a D tuna on it. So I don't have it on this one. And I do have the flame, you know, the limited run flame, the black ones with the, it's in the other room. So I do use the that one quite a bit. So I just retired the orange one. Not that I wouldn't play it if I feel like it. I would. Let's put it that way. It's be my number one. That's what gets it the title number one. Anyway, we're done talking about guitars now. Oh yeah, and for those of you tone mongers or people that don't watch my channel, which by the way, if you're watching this, I don't know why, but if you are, feel free to subscribe and like it, or don't like it, or I don't know, don't subscribe. I probably wouldn't either. No, not doing that. I'm running through a Paul Reed Smith MT-15. That's Mark Tremonti for those of you that don't. I'm running through the cabinet that comes with the MT-15. And below it is the Hendrix cabinet. So there are two 12s. And I'm running through the Tech 21 Richie Kotzen Fly Rig RK5. So that's where the tone, the sound is coming from. Anyway, before I go, and I know that those of you that have watched it this far are wishing it would already be over. I understand. So just a couple things came to mind. This morning I was thinking about Rat. I don't know why. Probably because I had one of their songs stuck in my head, and probably because Piercy and DeMartini aren't they going to reunite on one of these? Is it one of the cruise ship rock things or whatever? Or something of that nature. Awesome. I think that's pretty cool. Pretty sad that Rat, after Robin Crosby, all seemed to kind of scatter and never really pick up where it left off. Plus, music kind of took a hit from, grunge. But pretty cool. See those guys together. One other thing. I don't know whether you noticed a couple months back, 2 or 3 months back, they put an Eddie Van Halen had put him and his brother had written a song that wasn't completed. It's just a stupid question to throw at you guys that are watching. Wouldn't it be kind of cool if Wolfgang took that now, put his vocal to it, maybe added in the parts that aren't there or dialed it in? I think it'd be kind of cool to have Wolfie finish it. I think that'd be, he'll never see this, but if anyone ever sees this that knows how to talk to him or get a hold of him, I think someone should put it in his ear hole to finish that song. Anyway, I'm done yapping, okay? I know you're all thankful. I understand. Have a good day. Guitar lesson people. Uncle Ben, Eller, go find him. Andy Wood, go find him. Speaking of Andy Wood, I don't know whether you saw him doing, on one of those cruise ships, he did Dreams. Go check that out. Freaking amazing guitar player. He's scary. He's scary good. But go and check him out. I think he gives a lot of tutorials and lessons or whatever. Robert Baker, Music is Win. There's plenty of others out there. Go check them out. those are the guys that, I'm just this old guy that talks to his phone and watches YouTube. Like, check this out. This is what I was doing right before I decided. I was watching Annie from, it's Annie Elise, 10 to Life. Gotta watch some crime shows. Have a good day. Go check them people out. Like and subscribe if you've made it this far. If you've made it this far, you clearly have a boring life like I do. Just kidding. Any hoo-ha. Peace. We'll see you in the next one, huh?